You have an online offer and it's a great offer. It gives great value to your future clients, but the problem is you can't find where to get the leads in the first place. What's the point in all the effort you put in making sure that your value proposition to your future clients was amazing if you can't actually get them in the first place? This video is going to solve that exact problem by telling you the exact ways you can find leads that you are able to sell to. I'm going to go through the whole framework that you need to use where you get to the point where you never run out of places to find people to sell to. This video is the exact structure that I used to do 109K revenue in 104 days and gather 26 clients who have, for example, like Ben, collected 13.9K within 21 days. These are the amount of calendar calls that I book because of this lead system. And most importantly, I have people telling me that I've changed their life with this system. So let's get into the exact ways that you're going to do this. And so it all starts with defining your ICP, your ideal customer profile. Who are the people you're looking for? Because if you don't know who you're looking for, how the hell are you meant to find them? And just to be very clear, this is exactly what you should be looking for in your ICP. You want to work with people you actually want to work with, weirdly enough, and you also want to make sure they have the money. Don't go obsessing over marketing to your younger self or students, because a lot of the time they won't have the cash to pay your high ticket prices. The other thing is they need to have the problem. If you've got a solution with your offer, they need to have the problem and it needs to hurt. They need to really want to change it. And the last thing is, how can you market to them? We can't be doing offers to people in Outer Mongolia. We want to make sure that we can actually find the people to market to. So once we have your ICP, and by the way, I can drop an ICP template to you on Instagram. Just drop me a message. Link is in the description. We want to start with working out where we can get these leads from. The first is in person, and that might seem kind of weird because I'm talking about online offers here. We want to live in Bali, we want to live in South Africa, we want all these amazing places to live. So why the hell am I talking about in person? No one talks about in person on this space, but I want to show you a few of the places that I've actually got clients from. The gym, from networking events, from dinners with my friends, and from run clubs. There are places in your life that your ICP hang out, and they are amazing places to sell to them, because basically people online are struggling with trust, whereas in person, they see you, they can immediately evaluate you as a human being, and we want to use that as our first route to find clients. I was shocked with the amount of clients that I've signed from in person, and you want to get leads and go to the places where your ICP hangs out. Again, this is going to be specific to your niche, but if you're a fitness coach, then it's very likely that a lot of your future clients are going to be in gyms. Or if you're an agency owner, then networking events are going to be great places to find business owners. All of this is working out who your ICP is and then working out where they hang out. And you will get leads from just making connections. It's the old school way, but don't forget about that before we start talking about the actual way to find your leads online. So now we've done that, let's go into the online space. And very, very simply, there are two ways that we find leads. Either they know you or they don't know you. So let's talk about people that don't know you as a human being. There are three ways to find these leads. The first is with a cold message. You can literally find people in the middle of space, nowhere, who are your leads. But you need to know, again, where to look. There are two places that I used to find my leads to get me to that 100K mark. And the first is the competitors and the second is the communities. Because what we want to do is we want to find people who are already problem aware. If someone has joined a community or started interacting with our competitor, then it shows they are looking to solve the problem that we can also solve. They are already aware that they have the problem. They might be aware, if you're a marketing agency, that they need paid ads. If you're, for example, a fitness coach, they might be aware they need to lose weight. If they've interacted in either of these, then it shows that they are ready to solve their problem. You don't want to just be talking to random people because they might not be aware of the problem. We want to make sure people are aware. So the best place that I go is I simply just go into my competitors' comment sections and their followings. Let's actually show you what that looks like. So let's say you're a marketing coach, and let's say, for example, go to Mike Thurston, who is a very popular influencer in the PT space. So what I would do here is I would just go into Mark Thurston, I would go into his reels, and I would start looking at people who had commented, and I would see here, okay, look, another person, maybe interested in fitness coaching, maybe interested in fitness coaching, maybe interested in fitness coaching. And all of these people are great examples of cold leads that we can actually start messaging. You can find unlimited people in this because you can keep going through this. Look, 366 comments, every single one of those person you want to evaluate to see if they might be a potential lead. And you can keep doing this because you can find unlimited amount of coaches and unlimited amount of comments, and it is just an exponential cycle. Marketing agencies, go and look at your fellow marketing agencies. I don't know, let's look at social media marketing agency. So I can literally just look up social media marketing agency. I have no idea who this is. The social sort, okay, people who are following these are all people who are interested. So Bexfest, let's use them. They're a potential lead. They're probably looking for social media marketing as well. And this is how you're going to build up your cold lead list. You look through their followings, you look through the comment section, you look through the people who have interacted. So that's how you look at your competitors and find people to cold message with that. The second is communities, ladies and gentlemen. So communities, there are obviously thousands of communities out there that you look at. One of my favorite things is just to go into school. I don't even know who this one is. Let's go into, that's my one, the Free Thinkers Inner Circle. Let's go into Agency Start. So I actually have no idea what community this is. Okay, so it's Charlie Barber's community. So in here, we know, I think this is a paid community. So it's easier to join free ones. So if we go into this, the Founders Club, this is a free community. And we can just go in and we can see that everyone in all of these are people we could message and ask to be potential leads. We might ask to pitch them, and we can go in here and find communities. So for example, if you're a marketing agency, then go into other people's marketing agency communities, add value. Don't just go and nick their followers at all, but make sure that you're adding value. And at some point you might solve their problem, and it might be a better fit for you to work with them than the other community. Again, I don't go in and steal people's leads, but I just interact with people, and at some point people might go, actually, you're a better fit for me. So that's a good place. The other thing is Facebook groups. One of my clients, I can't actually get on my Facebook right now, but one of my clients is targeting mums. He's like 45-year-old to 50-year-old mums. You don't want to look on school. They're not going to be on school. You don't want to look on Instagram. They're not going to be on Instagram, but they definitely will be in Facebook. So for example, if you went onto Facebook and typed in weight loss communities, then what happens is you could go in fact, let me see if this works. Weight loss communities on Facebook. So we type that in and we can actually see, okay, great, weight loss support group. I don't know if this is going to allow me to come up. Every person here, we just joined the group. There's 193,000 people in here. I guarantee you can find at least 20 high ticket clients for your PT program in this. We just want to go into these communities and find people who have already interacted and stated their preference. So work out where your ICP hang out. Where do they spend their time? Are they on Facebook? Are they on school? Are they in gym online communities? Like, where are they? And you will be able to sell to them. That's a great way to find cold leads. So they're a great source of cold leads online. The second is paid ads. You can bring people to you by paying to get their reach. Again, I'm going to make a further video on this, but you want to hook them in, you want to give them value and show them what your mechanism for them is to improve their current situation, and then give them a CTA to bring them to either a landing page, to your DMs, or to book a call straight away. That is another option, paid ads. And the last is content. Oh my God. I love content. That is how my whole system is built. And if you want me to show you how to build this content system, then you know where the link is in the description. You know I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. But the trust building ecosystem is what I build my clients. I have got some amazing results right now with my clients. And what we do is we basically start making short form content on Instagram, and then we send them round around this ecosystem. So what they do is they go into Instagram, then they see you on X, then TikTok, then they get an email, and they go round and round around this ecosystem until they've built so much trust up with you that they are ready to book a call in. And we've got some pretty amazing results so far. Like Austin has hit a K after a few weeks of posting. We've got Ben, whose trust ecosystem has made him 13.9K in 3 weeks. Absolutely crazy. So I'm an expert at installing this system. And if you want leads to just come to you when they are ready and warm, then you know the link is in the description, and we will build you a trust building ecosystem. Very exciting. But that is how we get people who don't know who you are to know who you are, to then want to buy from you. So there is a load of ways to find leads. But the other thing is, people actually know who you are already. It's not like no one knows who you are. And one of the things that a lot of people come to my program and are surprised about is how quickly we get results for them, because they also explore their network of people. And there are basically two ways that you know people. And one way I want to say is, some people already follow you on social media. You might have a personal page, or you might have a small brand page or a small business page. And that's exactly what happened with me. I used to play rugby with Jamie. Jamie and I played rugby 5 years ago, not even longer than that, 10 years ago. And I started posting about the fact that I could help agency owners, coaches, improve their lead generation, improve their content. And Jamie messaged me and said, look, man, I trust you already. I've played rugby with you, I've grown up with you, and now I want to work with you. And that is exactly how you can start getting leads, is people maybe dormant in your following. They already follow you on social media. They know that they actually want your service. And then they're like, perfect, I know this guy, he gets good results and I'd love to work with him. It almost solves the trust thing to start off with. So that's a great way to get clients. And again, Jamie was the person who sent me this changed my life text message. So very, very easy way to get leads. And I'm loving working with Jamie because like we're childhood mates. It's cool, right? And then the other thing is, you will have a humongous contact list full of people, because you might have 1,000 phone numbers, you might have 2,000 Facebook friends, you might have 1,000 followers on Instagram already, you might have people's contact details already. And this is the beautiful secret sauce that is worth that 100K revenue that I've generated, which is that you have people's contact details. So this is what the person looks like that you have the contact details of. But the amazing thing, let's call this person Julie. You know Julie. Julie's contact details are, Julie is your mum's friend. And you know Julie. But the best thing about Julie is Julie knows 4 other Julies. And then the best thing about the 4 other Julies is the 4 other Julies know 4 other Julies. And the 4 other new Julies know 4 other new Julies. And it goes on and on and on and on. So what you want to do is, you've got this leads list of people you already know who might be willing to use your services, who might want their problem solved by you, but they also know people who might have the same problem. And by just knowing one person, we can get to this number of people, maybe this number of people, by just asking lead number 1 this one question. We want to firstly compliment them. We want to humanize the interaction. So say to Julie, congrats on that run that you did the other day, I saw on Strava, or how are the kids, or something like that. Genuinely be a human to these people. And then your second message is, I'm helping people achieve X outcome, have some pretty good success with it so far. Would you know anyone who might be worth having a chat with? Because what Julie is going to do is, Julie is then going to think about all these people that she knows, and if they help, and if they need the help, but she's also going to think whether she needs it. And it's a great way to ask your network if they actually need the solution you need without directly selling. So she might send you to these people, but she might also refer herself. And it's a great way to very softly sell to someone, as well as also access their wider network. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how you can find an unlimited amount of leads. Thanks for your time.